So here's one that starts with a vowel. And remember that the stem never changes on regular verbs. These are regular verbs. They all follow the same pattern. And the stem doesn't change. And the endings change to match the subject. So we are going to use étudier because I used écouter earlier today, which means to study. Let's make our chart, guys. Je, tu, il, elle. Nous, vous, il, elle, pluriel. So one reason I wanted to use étudier is because when you take off the ER, you know, there's a vowel on the end of this one, and the others don't have that, so it can kind of look funny to you if you're not used to it. So, and it also starts with a vowel. And in French, with je, you will never see a je in front of a vowel verb. That e goes away, and there's an apostrophe there, and then the vowel starts the next word. So it's, here's your stem. J'étudie. What ending goes on there? E. And it sounds like j'étudie. Oh, that's really messy. Oh, well. Okay, here's the next one. Here's the stem. Tu étudies. What ending goes on? It's es. Right? Tu étudies. Here's the stem. Il, elle, étudie. With this ending. E. Nous étudions. So you have étudier as your stem. ONS. Nous étudions. And vous étudiez. There's the stem. Easy. Étudier. Vous étudiez. Il, elle, étudie. Here's the stem. What goes on the end? ENT. Silent ENT, so it sounds like étudie. Étudier sounds like this étudier. Vous étudiez, ils étudient. Okay, répétez. J'étudie. Tu étudies. Il étudie. Elle étudie. Nous étudions. Vous étudiez. Ils étudient. Elles étudient. So you can tell that on this one, because this is a vowel, you can tell the difference between the plural and the singular. Elle étudie, elles étudient. Vous étudiez. You have a liaison where it sounds like this S is at the beginning of the next word. So in this case, you can tell the difference between the plural and the singular in just this part. I want to go to the next one, which you guys wanted to use manger, right? You have, I'm distracted. Ashley, are you with us? You have three verbs that have G-E-R on them. Manger, what's the other one? What are the other ones? There are three. Manger, no, with the ones that end in G-E, with a G-E-R. Nager, remember? And voyager. So these, I did tell a kind of a little white lie because I told you the stems, well, anyway, the stems never change. They really don't, kind of. Let's use nager, it's a little bit shorter. Oh, let's use manger. Everybody likes to eat. Did you guys eat lunch? I hope so. You guys act like you did. Manger, to eat. Let's make the chart again. This is the last one we're going to do this way, so in case you're getting kind of tired of it. Je, tu, il, elle. Nous, vous, il, elle, pluriel. It's fun, isn't it, Lisa? Yep. Okay, so I just want to make sure I have people behind me. I know you are. Mange. You have the stem, you add an E. Tu manges. Yes. Il, elle mange. E. Skip nous for a minute. Don't do nous. Some of you may be really on top of this and trying to get ahead of it. Don't put anything for nous yet. Vous mangez. Easy. Il, elle mange. Silent ENT. Okay, so you notice how there's an E at the end of all after this G? That makes the G soft. It makes it sound like je. If you put just a straight ONS after this stem, it's going to sound like mangeons, and you don't want that. You want it to sound like nous mangeons. So do you guys have a guess about what you think you need to do to make that G sound soft? Yeah, what letter would it be? E, right. So if you put an E there first, and then you add the ONS, you guys got it, quick. And then you add the ONS, you end up with nous mangeons. And that makes it sound right. So this is the only exception to this little weird thing about the endings all being the same. It's still a regular verb. So you would write, if you wanted to say we are eating, it's nous mangeons. We are swimming, or we swim, nous nageons. And if it's we're traveling, nous, my eraser, nope. Nous voyage on. Which brings us to another point, which is that these are all present tense verbs. And present tense means they're happening now. It's the only kind of conjugation you're going to learn to do for a little bit, for a while. So you won't be able to talk about what happened in the past for a while, and you won't be able to talk about what's going to happen in the future for a little while. Right now, you're just saying what people are doing now. And there's only one way to do that in French, which is good news for you, because you only have to learn one way to say it. So, nous voyageons means we travel. What else might it mean? There are three ways to say the present tense in English. What else might it mean? In English we say we are traveling in the present tense also. We also might say we do travel, which is also considered present tense, kind of. So in French there's only one way. You don't use this, we are traveling. That doesn't exist in French. It's just nous voyageons. If you learned English as a second language, which some of you did, you probably know how difficult it is for English language learners to distinguish when to use we travel versus we are traveling. And if you speak English as your native language, you don't have any trouble with that. But it is difficult for English learners to get that straight when they first learn it. So in your case, you guys are lucky because French only has one way of making the present tense. So I think that's probably long enough. It's longer than the other one. So that was part 2.